Okay, this next exercise for linking and unlinking the body. What we first want to do is calibrate the mind, connect into the life force field. Once you establish that feeling of the life force, lower the hands down, maintain that feeling throughout the whole body. Here we're going to swing the arms up, we're going to stretch from hip to finger, stretch the legs, and then drop and undo the stretch. So swing, connect. So we're linking and unlinking the body. During the swing, totally unlink, and right at this point we release the stretch. So stretch the body, stretch, drop the hip, spine stretches, everything stretching. Unstretch, pull it in, and connect everything into your dantian. The stretch in your legs comes up to the dantian, the stretch in your fingers comes down to the dantian, and then you connect and release. This arm swinging allows you to keep everything nice and relaxed and stretched and unlinked. So it's insubstantial, substantial, and insubstantial again. So linkage is only a fraction of a second. Then we do front leg, back leg. We relax through the back leg into the front, we stretch, we pull through the front leg, and as we drop into the back leg, we connect and let go. Now this stretch, unstretch, compress, decompress, and fire, we can take away the swing and just have the hand up to make the connection. So instead of swinging, the hands are there, and then we just connect the body. All we have to do is relax and sink, creating a slight stretch first, and release the stretch. Now, when we release the stretch, we can let it go one way and then let the energy fire, or we can train the stretch. So when we train the stretch, there'll be a vibrating. If you have a look at my hand, there's a vibration in it. Now that vibration is happening because of the stretching. So if you look at systems like White Crane, fusion styles, they have a lot of movements where they have this vibrating. This vibrating type of energy happens because all the tendons and joints are open, you're stretching everything out, all the fingers are open. So if I have a relaxed hand, nothing's happening. Now if I stretch and start activating the chi, it starts to vibrate. If I unstretch, boom, vibration disappears. So this stretch, open, vibrate, I call it vibrating energy, because everything has a shaking in it. If you touch your opponent, open up, let this vibration out, makes a really clean channel for the Jin to go out and blow the person off their feet. Or you can hold the energy in an organ or in their body and break a bone or a joint, or however you want to decompress and release the energy. So these stretches are totally formless. If we were to put them into Wing Chun, we're looking at, let's say, here, I just stretch the joints out, let everything open. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Every movement, stretch. There, I just let all the energy stream out through the fingertips, project, stretch it out. Circle, back. Same on the other side. Stretch, 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 stretch. Everything's stretching. So no matter what part of the form it is, what movement, you can put the shaking, stretching energy into it. This idea, this engine, basically requires the dantian to be the center. Between hip and ground, there's a compression and a stretch at the same time. What I mean by this is that imagine you're sitting on a ball, a big rubber ball. When you sit on that ball, the ball goes into compression, but the outside of the ball all stretches out. Everything's in a internally compressed state. The outside of the skin is fully stretched. So from the hip down, the legs are stretching out, but they're in a state of compression. They're generating an upward force inside that stretch. From the hip up to the hand, you're stretching out like a slingshot. You're stretching everything outwards. When you unstretch this energy and you bring it back to the dantian, and you have the compressed stretch in the base, they meet in the dantian, they make a shock wave. So you take force from the ground, suck it up, force from the hand, suck it down, boom. You create an explosion in your dantian, and then you go back into the stretch to deliver the force, and you send a powerful energy wave out of your body. The energy goes to where your mind is. So if I stretch and I project and I put my mind on that leaf over there, a stream of energy will go towards the leaf. Now this shaking, vibrating energy is an excellent engine for Wing Chun. And it's my number one preference for developing Wing Chun. It has a connection to Tai Chi, but it's not Tai Chi. I haven't seen this shaking, vibrating quality within Tai Chi. In some Tai Chi systems, it's been introduced, but whether it was originally there or not, I have no idea. So it's an excellent model. So the Wing Chun that we do uses this vibrating energy as its core power method. Okay, so let's train.